We'll adjust the audio there as the countdown. And we're a little late. We got all kinds of things going on. We're going to have a great show. Welcome to Virtual Happy Hour on your Friday. We'll bring the countdown off the screen, and I'm going to kind of do some moving parts here, so bear with me here. And let's roll the open in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. What was that sorry for, hon?
Because it came on loud.
Oh, was it loud? Okay. Glad you guys are along. Let me bring this down. Moving parts here. We're going to try something here that I promised on Wednesday. We got a couple things. First off, if you're joining us for the first time, going, what on earth is he doing? And why is he just talking to talk? Because that's what he always does. It's kind of sad, but that's pretty much my reputation. But we are going to do something fun here on Virtual Happy Hour today. If you've never seen this, this all started we're coming up about a month away from being a year ago. We started this thing where we would do a little get-together, sit down, have a drink, chat, whatever, when we went to lockdown last year, and it just evolved. We kept it going. So we've got all that. So that's kind of the history of it if you're stopping by for the first time. That's the history of it. We don't do a lot of planning per se. We just talk about whatever's going on. So you can see where I'm at today. It's probably the worst set in all of live broadcast because it's a beautiful room. But the lighting's bad because right behind me is coming in. You don't usually shoot with the light coming in from behind you. That's what they tell you not to do. But for our purposes at the moment, it's the way it's going to work. But we'll take care of that in just a moment. What? No. You're fine. We're fine. GM will be on in a moment. She's going to be helping me big time because she's actually going to be filming shooting the part that we tested on Wednesday. We're actually going to do a couple things. First off, we're going to start in a few minutes, and the air fryer is warm. We just warmed it up as we're coming on. The air fryer is warm. We're going to throw these wings, which are sitting. You know what, honey? I'm going to just turn this around here so you guys can see. What? There's the move your head, baby. There's the wings on the counter, just so you can see. They're over there, and there's a reason why I've got them sitting there, and they're very cold. But I'm trying to get them as dry as possible. And that's kind of the secret to this whole deal. But we'll get to that in a moment. And we're also going to test a couple beers too. We're going to just mystery grab out this actually one cider and one beer. We'll pull those out. I got a fresh stock of some new stuff to try. We're going to do that while the wings are cooking. So that's what we're going to do. So that'll, because we're going to do all that. So we got about an hour or so of this fun stuff. So let's roll with Mom first as she will join us. Lois, she has a good sip of wine there. Mom, how are we doing today? What is going on with you in Indiana? Over.
Oh, I'm done absolutely. Well, I have done a lot. I've done some farm business and some council on aging, and then I've done a lot of sitting on my backside. So nothing to shout about. I haven't even been out of the house except to get the mail. So anyway, yeah, I had to do some stuff for the CPA and yada 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 and yada 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 and yada yada yada. So since you've got a really busy show and I'm anxious to see the air fryer situation, I'm going to hang up so you can get going.
Wow. Okay, that was quick. That was fast. But okay, Mom. Well.
Hey, you truly got more fish to fry than looking at me, right? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's wings to fry, but you get the point. You get the point. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, glad you stopped by. Love you, Mom. We'll see you in a bit.
On the other side.
All right. Okay. Bye. There we go. Mom from Indiana. A little mom cam for you right there. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't know why it didn't want to come off the screen there, but get mom cam off as well. I get that off, and here we go. Glad you're along. My phone's in the room charging. I'm going to bring it in a second because I will need it to check in, because I know some of you folks are probably stopping by, and I haven't a chance to really say hi to you. The system we have here takes a few minutes for it to get the chat going. I have two viewers right now. 2 viewers. Both of them are family. That's pretty awesome. But I'll get the chat when you guys do stop by. Now, a couple things I want to get to what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the air fryer. The air fryer is actually to my left. We may have to fire it up again for a couple of minutes, but it was at about 10 minutes or 12 minutes at 400. I'm going to walk you through the steps here, okay? The one key to this air fryer thing working, and I'm going to tell you this in general. This isn't in general blanket statement. That means anything that you throw in there, the drier the better. Now, that doesn't mean you can't throw something in there. What you don't get the crispy side of things. If you throw in, let's just say, for example, you grabbed a bunch of chicken fillets and you just threw them in, and honey, would you? Okay, forget it. We're okay. I was gonna make sure. If you throw some chicken fillets in there, or I'll even do this. Let's say you do some chicken breast, okay? And you want to do some, homemade chicken strips. And if you put them in there, and if you get them too, if the chicken's too wet, despite the fact the coating's going to be a little way, the wetter the chicken, it doesn't fry up. It fries, but it doesn't really have the crispiness that you're looking for. It's still going to cook and taste great. I did some panko chicken strips day one. We had that, and I had a little bit too much liquid on my panko and all that. We're going to do two things, a couple things, but keep these things dry. What I'll give you this little piece of advice too. If you're going to fry anything in the air fryer, protein-wise, one of the good things to do is especially in chicken wings, once they've thawed or you've got them dried out, you've got to really dry. And I took paper towels and filmed this earlier. I literally dried them out and just soaked up the water. You can also take them and put them back in the fridge, let the cold air get to them, cover them up in the fridge for a few minutes, throw them in there for 20, 30 minutes, whatever. Or you can just cook them from frozen. And if they cook from frozen, they're going to be fine as well. One thing we're not going to do today, now the sauces are, that's item number one. And this is all going to be in my video when I get it all put together. The key to this recipe is they got to be dry. You got to get that dry because that air fryer is going to make that skin crispy. And I've told y'all when I made these, now this is the 5th time I've done this, they've been crispy every time. And the key is the drying. And now I did bring out some baking powder. I used baking powder the first 3 times. The 4th time, it was a little too powdery for me with my sauce. So I backed off, didn't use any last time. I'm going to use a little bit on one batch. We're going to do 2 batches here. That's another thing. When you're using the air fryer, you don't want to layer stuff. You don't want to stack them on top of each other. When you put them all in a fryer, they all fry in the oil together. But with sans the oil, you got to have them where that air will get to the meat and the protein. And it's going to fry these bad boys up, and they're going to look as if they were naked chicken wings fried in a deep fryer when they're all said and done. It's going to take us about 20 minutes to start up, and you're going to hear the air fryer going in the background. That's going to be just most things you're going to hear. Be a little annoying, but we'll do that, and we're going to test some beer while we're doing it. Now, I'm not going to do too much with the sauce. I have to do it. I'll do a Parmesan garlic sauce for my wife once we're off the air. But this is all your call. How you spice your wings, how you flavor your wings, that's your own deal. But the drier the rub, the drier the seasoning on these things, the better off you're going to be. If you douse them now in wing sauce now, and if it's too wet, you're probably not going to fry as crispy. Now, that being said, I have found that if I've got really dry wings and I do put a little layer and put a layer of, say, hot sauce on them before I fry them, they do turn out fairly crispy. But again, the wetter the skin, the less likely they are going to be when you put them in the air fryer. So you want that crispiness. And again, where the oil does the work for you in a deep fryer, the air does the work for you in the air fryer. And you can season how you powder. I've got a little, I mean, I've kind of got a lot for my set over here. I filmed a lot of stuff earlier for the video I'm going to be editing for, and probably won't get to it for a couple of weeks, but you can kind of do, if you like pepper and garlic, if you want to put a dry rub on there, whatever rub and spice you want to put on both sides, that's your call. You want to do nothing on it, that's fine too. Your sauce, of course, you can do that like you normally would on your stovetop or whatever. If you want to cook them dry, you could even do you could dry rub them and really. I did this first batch we did. I did a Caribbean jerk dry rub where I didn't put any sauce at all. I just doused it in Caribbean jerk sauce or jerk powder and rub, and that really came out as jerk wings. They're really, really good. And we've also done them with the normal seasoning and throw them in the wing sauce. So we made a garlic parm. And again, your buffalo sauce, whatever you want to do, that's not the important part. The important part's going to be today to fry the wings. Now, when we get to the video portion, this whole finished product's done in a couple of weeks back on my YouTube channel, then you guys can go on there and see the sauce steps. There's a couple of sauce. A lot of folks make their homemade sauce, and that's something you can do. I prefer just to sort of use a bottled sauce and doctor it as I see fit. If I want more garlic or more spice or more sweet, whatever. The sky's the limit for you. So I'm going to put the earbuds down for a moment. I'm going to give WD-40 the link so she can chime in here before we test our beers. Actually, I'm going to put this up too because this will be good to kind of block.
You're going to do beers first?
Well, we're going to start the wings and do the beers while we're doing the wings. It's going to be in the background. I know it's not ideal, but unless I don't know where else we can put the air fryer for the moment and be in this room. So, but whenever you're ready, and then we'll come back and test some beers. I don't think that air fryer will be too bad. Do you think? As far as the noise, we'll have a little noise going on, but anyway, glad you guys are along. Screen, whenever she's going to be joining me in just a moment here, and we'll flip over to solo with her. And I got a couple beers, but this is going to be just a couple minutes to get this stuff going. I want to show you guys a couple things, and she's going to film that for us in just a second. I'll leave the audio going because we'll be right where we need to be. You checking this in, babe? Or checking in with me?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to hit let's go.
Uh-oh. Anyway, glad you guys are along. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday. We got here she is. She's going to join me. I'm going to you have to pull that down, Brad. And she's going to join me in just a second. Here's a bit of an echo. I'm going to solo. And when you're, what are you doing?
Spitting it.
You didn't even spit it, I don't think.
I spit.
Okay, I'm going to, you're going to be able to film me, or you're filming yourself?
Oh, well, I can switch the camera.
Yeah.
It's all about you, Dave.
There we go. Okay. That across the room, I'm going to solo this. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to, let's bring this down. I think that'll give us a little better screen. Okay. All righty. Okay.
I'll follow you anywhere.
Okay. Again, you can get a shot of that. That's just some generic spices. I use a little garlic powder. You could use, if you wanted to, you wanted to barbecue, you could use a Stubbs rub if you wanted to.
Low power.
What?
I just hit low power.
What do you mean low power?
I have 20% left on my phone.
Well, hurry then. How's that possible? I actually love this stuff. This Red Hot Buffalo Ranch seasoning, I put this on there. This is good stuff. It's good. And then you got a little black pepper, generic. Okay, so we're all good. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the air fryer here. Yeah, it's still pretty warm in there. We've warmed it. We've got it at 400 degrees right there. See it right there, 400. High as it goes right there. And we're going to take the hot surface here. This out of the way. Again, I've already dried them. Oops. I've already dried them, and I've already seasoned them. They're ready to go. I mean, they're ready. So you get a shot of that, babe?
I did.
Okay. I'm taking them. Now I'm just going to lay them in random order. And if we just had the air fryer, you would hear a bit of a sizzle. And actually, this thing sizzles a little bit.
Your mic's messing up.
As you see here, you can actually put on the wall here if you need to, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 right there. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10. So we're going to do 10 to start with. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10. We're going to go stick it in there. I'm just going to get a shot of that.
A little bit of, yeah, that's better.
Better? All right. I'm going to fire up. We're going to go for, I'm going to set it for, it's not a digital dial, but I'm going to go ahead and set it just past the 10-minute mark because I'm going to turn it at 12 minutes or around 12 minutes. So they're going and the air fryer's going. That's it. So I'm going to come back over here and sorry. And then we'll do the beer thing here. There you go, W40 cheese here.
Do you want me to sign off?
No, I want you to, in just a second, I want you to, yeah, hold on.
I need to get my.
Hold on. Okay, let me bring her down, bring me back. There we go, we're back. You're, okay, good. You can disappear from, not disappear, but you can disappear from, you can charge your phone. Okay, so now when you hear it, I'm actually going to start, I'm going to let this thing go. Put my timer on here. Let's see here. Go ahead and give it a 11. So, all righty. While we're doing that, so I'm going to plug that in for us. Okay, it is that time to move on to the other matters. Now, what we're going to do, what she's going to do, and I'll film her when she does it, and she can just use her phone to charge for the time being, and charge it for me. But we're going to do a couple things. Let's see here. This. It was echoing. It's not echoing now. I doubt it. I could hear the echo too because you had your volume up, and I told you to turn it down. But hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. And again, the air fryer is just to my left over here, doing its thing. It's at 400 now. I probably could give you the directions again, and I do that when we get to that point here in just a second. But let me do this, and we'll bring the next. She's in the wings. She's about to come out of she's actually in the wings. Kind of in the wings. All right, and bring this down. And let's welcome on a Friday. Here she is, folks. WD-40 coming to us here. You're wearing like St. Mark's gear today, it looks like. Uh-oh. That's what I was worried about. Sorry about that, folks. Let me switch cameras again. That's the terrible camera. And it came unplugged. It's a little wonky there. Give me just a moment here. And it should come right back. There we go. See the difference, better camera that is?
It's better camera.
It's the Logitech is what you should get. If you're going to do some streaming, get that. Okay. First off, thank you for the help there. You're going to actually flip them when it gets to that point. You'll flip them, so you know how to do that. Now, again, we spiced them, dried them, or actually dried them, spiced them, all that good stuff, and then there we go. Hello, and the dog's going nuts. Stop it! I didn't quit it. And we're going to. But you got. Here's the deal, though. While they're cooking right now, when we get to we get halfway done, we're going to flip them, just you can use them. You can just do this and shake them, or you just use little tongs and just turn them over. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So about 10 minutes each. And then we're going to, I want them really crispy. So what I do is I drop the temperature down about 360 and give it another 6 minutes at the very end. So all good. So it's that time again. And here we go. It is Friday. It is time to test the beer. Here we go. Number 2. This is surprises. Yeah, what else is in there? We'll talk amongst ourselves. She's coming back. There's a cider. It's got a funny name to it. That's why even not a funny name, but a funny thing in the ingredient. I think that's it. Let me see it. Just show it to me from here. Yes, I think that's it. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay, well, this will be fun. These will be very desserty. We're going to need a maybe some. Sorry, we are not prepared. Hope you guys are doing well. I didn't even check to see who else is out there, but I can do that now. I know it's a cast of, it's pretty much friends and family, which is fine. I mean, you know.
We love our friends.
We do love our friends and family. It was a time when I used to get paid for these things, but.
I know, Bubby. We'll go walk in a minute.
Okay, all right. Honey, you're going to get a little closer. I'll just move over. No, actually.
As I can be, of being in your lap.
Maybe it's because of my big hips here. All right.
Max, we'll get to you in a minute. Is this what you want? You don't like these. He's gonna try.
First thing I'm going to do, it's called Tiger's Blood from Bishop Cider Company, which I believe is a Bishop Arts in Dallas. Tiger's Blood. Now look at the ingredient here. It's cracked berry toasted coconut crack. When I saw that name, I was like, my wife's got to try some crack.
I use some crack.
So there we go.
Because you always say, are you smoking crack? No, I'm drinking it.
Bishop Cider Company.
No.
And my wife really fell in love with the ciders in Australia. And it says, one sip, you're hooked across the top. Take a balanced, tart and balanced Texas craft cider. And it's
I'm excited.
made in Bishop Cider, Dallas, Texas. We actually have seen this place. It's right down there next to it's the Bishop Arts District. We've seen this place. It's next to the barbecue joint, Lockhart's. It's a whole nother animal. It says all natural, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, no sugar added, no fruit essences, nothing you can't pronounce, only things you want. Does not contain crack, it says below it. That is hilarious. Look at this.
That is really funny.
All right. Artwork just kind of generic, not too bad, but Tiger's Blood. Let you go first because you are the cider queen. You fell in love with cider in Australia.
I did. Couldn't get enough of it. Ooh, that's interesting. Very interesting. It almost tastes like a flower.
Huh.
Isn't that interesting? It's kind of tart. It's kind of sweet. But
There's a hint of,
it's coconut, I think.
it's a hint of, yeah, it is.
It's the coconut. No. Go get your other thing you just spit out. He needs to go to the bathroom. What do you think? It's solid. I would drink it.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
That's Tiger's Blood. And they have a whole line to this Bishop Cider Company. They've got probably, at least when I was at Specs today, they had a whole buddy. They had like a whole 6 or 7 different types types of, different, a blackberry and a pineapple something. This one right here from our good friends over in Fort Worth, Texas, from Martin House Brewing Company. This is Bananas Foster. Oh, babe.
I know, but he had far to go.
Okay, buddy. Sorry, Mama hurt you there. Hello, buddy. Hello, sweet dog. Hello, sir. Did you want, let me put this down so I can see. I'm sorry, bud. Yeah, he's not happy, baby. There we go. Bananas Foster is what it is. Bananas Foster from Martin House. We're going to hurt him, sweetie. I'm going to be really upset with you.
Not gonna hurt him.
There we go. Dessert beer with bananas, cinnamon, and rum flavoring.
Ooh, this sounds good too.
6% alcohol by volume there in the corner.
Who's it on the back?
Made in Texas by I don't know. Let's see this.
Jesus.
It's some kind of
The waiter.
no, I think he's like a cook or chef or whatever. Let's see what it says here anywhere. It doesn't say, but I'll have to find out the story with this. And this is the ones we've had. They had the grandma's, or I think it was mom's or grandmother's pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
We've had we've had a couple of theirs already. The pickle beer, the sour, which I love. I'll give this a shot here.
Bananas Foster.
It smells like something I get at Sonic. A slushy or something.
I don't smell anything. Max. Oh. Feel like what's in your mouth. Any bad kisses.
Interesting. I don't think it's terrible, but I'm not really sure what. I think maybe it's got too much going on. Not bad. It's good. It tastes good. It's not a terrible taste at all.
Like a dark beer with banana in it.
A little bit. It has a little bit of a.
It's got a bitter aftertaste.
It's got a little bit of a, maybe a dark rumish kind of taste to it. It's not as sweet as I thought it'd be. Not bad. It's not awful.
It tastes like a stout beer with banana in it.
Now, I will tell you this. If this was a, let's say it was a stout, it was a generic stout beer advertised as a stout, I'd like it. Because this is a good stout. You know it's not a stout. Sorry, buddy. And you dropped him.
He's fine. He didn't whimper.
Okay, now you need to go over while we're taking a break here. Hold on, just a second. Hold on. I want you to come a little closer here. I'm gonna turn the camera around.
You see?
No, a little bit. To bring it a little closer, the lighting's kind of bad. The lighting's dreadful. But there you go. So bad lighting actually probably should use your phone, sweetie. It's bad. Sorry, folks. That's pretty bad quality of broadcasting. But she's turning them. So now she's gonna turn them, and I'm gonna reset the timer here too. Turn it past 10, about just to 10 or 11, and I'm going to fire it up there. Sorry, guys, we lost. My bad. That's just embarrassing. It's terrible. It makes me so angry. It's comparative. If you work, like if I came to your bank that you worked at and you guys didn't have money, it's the same thing. That meltdown right there is ridiculous. Thanks, AT&T. No wonder you sold DirecTV. I can concentrate on this internet now. Quit screwing around.
They sold DirecTV.
Yeah. Yesterday. All right, yeah, Caitlin, I think you would like this compared to, those other stouts you've had. I think you'd like it. I think you would. So, anyway. Sorry about that, folks.
I got it.
No, it shows ruined now, but yeah, it's not. I'm trying to clean the palate and see if it gets me a little better taste.
No.
It's kind of like the idea is good, but I think it's one of those deals where the idea is good, but it doesn't really know what it is. Does that make sense? It doesn't know if it's a stout or a dessert beer or not a sour.
I don't like it.
But it's not a sour, and it's not totally dark. I mean, look at can you see it there? It's not even, because I love like anything coconut. I mean, we go to Belize. I love the thing they do down there.
Uh-huh.
And I can sort of get a hint of that here, but not a full blown one.
Do better.
All right, so the scoreboard update here as we're cooking the wings here. Let's see Cousin Blake out there. Again, if you joined us, if you hear that buzz in the background, that is the air fryer going, as we are about another 8 minutes away from having some wings, and they look good from the start. It's hard to tell. That lighting was real hard to tell, but they were. And what's cool about them is let's do the scoreboard update here. And all right, let's go first with the Bananas Foster there. It's Martin House Brewery. I'm going to go ahead and ask Jim, what was your score on that one, sweetie? Hello.
A 1.
Boy, it's like some of those student
Well,
years.
yeah, okay. I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Okay, I'm gonna say 5.5, and here's the reason why.
Still failing grade.
Because it has the feeling that I'm having. All those dark beers we tried were kind of like, eh. There was one I almost grabbed today. It was a dark beer with a lot of coffee in it. I'll get it eventually, but the dark beers, to sell me on a dark beer, you got to taste something beside. You can't taste like a dark beer. Does that make sense? To sell me on a dark beer, you must not taste like a dark beer. And I think this tastes like a dark beer, but it's not really a dark beer. That makes sense? That's where I'm at. I'm like,
Very bitter beer.
it's not really a dark beer, but if I had to order a dark beer, but it's not really. Martin House has been great. I mean, their releases have always been really good. So, I mean, I've never really disliked anything they've made, but I think this one here.
We got another Christmas cookie one.
We had one more. I found it in the back. So let's just table that for the time being. This one right here. Let's go ahead and change the score here. Now, you're a cider gal. This is again Tiger's Blood cider, Bishop cider.
Very different.
You're a big cider person, but it's different than normal cider for you. Where would you put this at? Would you buy? First off, would you buy more? Would you buy another cider?
I would drink it at a bar. I don't know if I'd buy a whole bunch to bring it home.
Okay.
But I would give it a 7.5.
Okay. So you would get another one if we're a Bishop Arts, you'd grab another one, right?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
that was if they had on tap or whatever.
No, I'm not a cider person, so it's not a bad thing. I'm kind of like, I mean, you go over to, I see AK's out there in Perth. If I came to AK's house and he had a case of this and he was trying to get rid of it and it's all we could drink, well, AK, I'd drink it with you, right? Brother Jimmy, same thing. I mean, I would do the same thing. So I would go ahead. My update is my score will be 6.8. It's not bad. I'm just not. My cider's got to either be really, really, really sweet, are really, really, really dry. I mean, that's kind of where I'm coming from. So
You would like the Stella Artois Sea Gray.
I think that's the one I tried with you once, and I think I did like
Really
that.
good.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, the Tiger's Blood, again, it's Bishop Cider Company, and it's the crack batch. Again, reading
It's
it,
really funny.
crackberry toasted coconut crack, and of course it says here,
There's no crack in it.
does not contain crack. So there's a little asterisk by it, but
Very funny.
yeah, all natural, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, no sugar added, no fruit essences, nothing you
Sugar added? How many calories are in that?
nothing you can't pronounce. Only things you want. That's what I want in an adult beverage. Only things I want. Kind of like life, isn't it? And again,
Does it have a calorie count on it? I'm just curious.
one sip and you're hooked there. Yeah, see that? I don't know, babe. You can calorie count it. And,
I don't know. Does it say?
you look and see that you're going to have a hard time in the dark there. Okay, we are about, how far are we away from the wings being done? Now we're not going to fire up the sauce just yet because it's going to take too long. Let me put it back over here. Oh, by the way, closing music, right? I didn't close the beer music here. Let's do that really real quick here. All right, before you go, babe, I want you to plug the week for you as or what's coming up before we go to the cooking part. You want to plug the things you guys are doing? If anybody wants to get their car washed, do you know anything about that yet?
Yeah. Well, next week at school is McDonald's week. And that's a week where the boys, with the help of local McDonald's at Poster Royal, raise money for Austin Street, and they need a lot of help. So we're crossing our fingers if the weather holds. It's supposed to be from 11 to 3 in St. Mark's in the front in the lower school circle. So basically, if you turn off Preston into St. Mark's, you can't miss it. Donations. But we'll find out in the morning if we're going to have to cancel it because of the weather. So I'm hoping that the weather holds.
Gotcha.
But next week, we'll be doing all sorts of fun things on campus, socially distanced and all of that. So it's been tough to plan it with those kinds of guidelines, but the guys have been good about it. But we have restaurants that are participating in the week next week that will, you want me to hold it?
Oh, I got it.
We have restaurants participating that are going to give a portion of their sales to us for Austin Street. And so on Monday night, it is Torchy's Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Torchy's Tacos, the one at Forest and Preston, basically. Mm-hmm. On Tuesday, it's looking like it might be Velvet Taco. And on Wednesday, it is Flower Child, also at Preston Royal, between the Tom Thumb and Barnes & Noble in the corner. And on Thursday, our final night, it is going to be Beck's Prime, also at Preston Forest. Great burgers, good milkshakes, all sorts of stuff, lots of fattening things. Very good. And a portion of their sales. And for the women out there, for the girls, Kaylin, on Tuesday night, there's a little boutique over here called Lily Rain. Why are you laughing?
I just had a funny thought. There might be the lunch buffet and forget it.
You're cracking yourself up.
Buffet.
What is that?
On Friday. I'm just kidding. When you said for that, and then you said for Kaylin, I'm thinking, what is LeBaire open or something? I mean, what's going on?
Kaylin would not go to LeBaire.
I know.
It's disgusting. Anyway, because it's over, but on Tuesday night for the women, Lily Rain, the boutique over here that's a couple of doors down from Sephora, by Paper Source. No, he's not laughing at you. He's laughing at himself. He's cracking himself up.
I made myself laugh,
He
Kaylin.
made himself chuckle. But this, I know. Thank you, Danny. That's terrible. Did you see me like trying to hit him? For saying that? Like, no, Caleb would not go to LeBaron.
And they got good wings.
Yeah, stop.
Go ahead, man.
Just stop.
Continue.
Lily Rain is donating 15% of their profits to Austin Street. So it's a cute little boutique. Apparently, it's not really expensive. So check it out.
Cool. All good. All good. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this back on me. What I want you to do, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk while you're going to walk the dog. I'm going to have to do this on my own. So let me do this while we're doing it. Chunk a bunch of shells. There we go. Would you? What I want you to do is shake them. Hold on, just a second, honey. I want to put this on you. I want you to shake them. Hold on. Take them out.
Ooh.
Look at that. Look at those bad boys. Oh, sorry.
You can hear the sizzle.
Look at those bad boys. Okay. Fried. Look at those. Now, what I want you to do is kind of shake them. Shake them around. Turn it down to 60. That's good. That's good. Put down to 360 and just turn it. So I'm going to go over there and check it. Turn it to about 10 minutes, and I'm going to come over and check it about while you're out doing your thing. And I'll do it in a second. So here's the steps that we've done. Again, and I know they're dry because they look golden brown. They look good. They look like they're really, they're frying. They're cooked. But what I want to do is I want to flip them one more time and just give them a little bit of a crisp. And what I've even done a couple times, what I've done, and I've figured this out, I've gone in there and taken them and flipped them like that, shake the basket, and just do 2 or 3 minutes and shake them again 2 or 3 minutes. And that way, dropping them the heat a little bit from 400 to 360, just give them a little crispness to kind of even out that crisp on the skin. And again, those look really good. They smell delicious. And we haven't put the sauce out yet. What I'm going to do temporarily, because of what we're doing with the show, I'm going to put them in the oven just to keep them warm for about 200, because I have to do one more batch as we go off the air. And then we'll have dinner here in a few minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and actually get myself connected to my show. Give me just a moment here. Connect myself to myself, right? Let's do that. Glad you guys are along. I'm sorry I haven't interacted with you as much today as I normally do, but we're doing the whole, where we got Be Live. There we go. And I'm going to fire up things here. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. I guess I got to get the link out there, don't I? Oh, that's what I did do. Sorry. I'm sending this to myself, so just so I'll have it in the chat. And let's see here. I hope. Try to polish up the Bananas Foster beer too. Again, not a bad beer, Kaylin. Not bad, but it's not the ideal. Bring these down. Let's see here. One of my little. Let's just do this. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself on the air, and I didn't do it a while ago. I should have done this already, and I didn't do it. So give me just a moment here. Anyway, virtual happy hour. Glad you guys are along on a Friday. We've got beer today. We've got wings. I mean, look at us trying. Look at us trying. Talk about riveting content, right? All right, I'm going to hustle. This is going to be too done on one side. All righty. There we go. Okay. Oops. I promise we're going to go over and flip those wings. If I'm going to get my camera going here. There we go. Here we go. Let me bring this volume. There we go. All right, now I've got me. Let me get me up on the screen here. And let's go. Enable camera. Let's go. There we go. I'm going to bring me up. Hold on. Didn't do this part. There we go. All right, we're going to solo here. We're going to walk across the room here and do our little flip the wings here. Now, this is, again, they're cooked, okay? They're cooked. But what I want to do, so I want to bring this down just a tad. There we go. Look at those. Would you look at those bad boys? Those are the air fryer. And I'm just going to do this again. My wife, I'm just going to. They are crispy. That you can't get that. And then I'm just going to throw them in there for 3-4 minutes. And again, I'm going to bring it back over to me and chat with you guys. But yeah, you're there we go. There we go. I'm going to bring me down. Hide me there for a second. I mean, those. I don't know if I can fry those up again. I'll prefer the naked wings. I don't know if I can actually do them justice like that. I don't think I can do them in a deep fryer like that. Now, granted, if you had a thick breaded wing in a deep fryer, yeah, they're badass. They're awesome. Those are crispy. And I did not use baking soda or baking powder on this bunch. I've been using baking powder. That tends to do the trick, especially when they're a little wetter. Those are pretty dry. I had them dried out fairly decently before we went threw them in there. But I'm going to give them a couple more minutes, and we're going to let them. And we're going to actually let them go, so we'll be all good. But I want to give you one more shot of them in a moment of them, the finished product, and we'll just try one without the sauce. I'm going to do another batch after we go off the air. But again, it's the air fryer wings, man. I'm telling you, if for nothing more than doing chicken wings and good, healthy wings, because to me, chicken wings are my favorite thing, but they're not the best thing for you. They're deep fried. And I've been eating every wing place, gosh, known to man across the country. Give me a city I've been to, I can tell you they got good wings. Matter of fact, one of GM and I's first dates we went on in Chicago. Now, we were on dates down here, but in Chicago, when I was in Gary, was at a place in Chicago, Jake Melnick's Corner Tap, which is located down 2 blocks on Michigan Avenue, just across the river on the edge of the CBD there in Chicago. But anyway, I'm going to give another minute or so. What you guys got going this weekend? What's going on? Who's got something up and going and fired up? What do y'all got on? Already Saturday in Australia for some of y'all, so I'm sure you got something big going on. Here we're going to sort of just kick it. I know GM has had a really busy week, although she's going to have a busy day tomorrow, but we're going to just kind of we love our spring weekends, our winter weekends. We love our weekends anyway in DFW. We have a great routine. We love it. So anyway. So we're just letting those. I'm going to go over there now. I'm going to pull me back up on the screen here. And there we go. 3, 2, 1. DB's back on. And oops, there we go. There we go, folks. There we go. I'm going to take us back over there. And there's my ingredients. There's, again, this is anything. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened, guys. The internet is bad. My computer's bad. I will tell you this. I will do a better job going forward because this is inexcusable to try to kill y'all's time online with this inferior product. Anyway, what I was trying to tell you guys before when I walked over and lost the audio was it's dry. It's a dry wing. It's just a sauce, but it's really good. And you can see a pretty good. I've already taken a bite out while I was waiting to come back on. Woo, hot, all hot. But that is the air fried chicken wing. Now maybe we'll get this down and do a better job of it. I apologize if we lost you guys twice. I have to do a better job. I'm sorry, but glad you guys stopped by. Have a great weekend. Whatever you guys are doing, I think we actually got. There we go. We're all good. There we go. Yeah, I know, no sound. I know audio's bad. I know, everybody. It's bad. I understand. So we'll really work hard to get. I'm committed. Before this show goes off the air, whenever I pull it, I want to get a couple of shows in that actually people want to watch and not be, not watching the. I mean, it's embarrassing. Anyway, wings are good though. I want to show you this before I go off the air too. Can you see that? Does that look cooked? Dang right, it looks cooked. And it's not. Crisp, not dry. A lot of times you fry them dry, or you fry them cold. Not dry, cold. They have a real rubbery. These are not rubbery. These are tender. I mean, they're good. So anyway, turned out fine. Air fried chicken wings. Now, what I'm going to do with this recipe, I shot some cover video for it, and I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel coming up. Probably take me a week or two to get to it because I'm running behind. I got some other items to get to first, but anyway, we'll have that for you guys very shortly. And again, I'll walk over there. Let me see if I can walk over and see if it'll do it. I'm going to see if I can do it for you guys again. And I'll leave both screens up. Well, let's see if I can do it. Just want to give you guys a good look at it one more time. There we go. Oops. Helps have a link, doesn't it? DV. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Let's go. There we go. It's going to show. I'm going to turn me around here so I can bring this in. Okay, let's try it again here. I'm going to leave my screen. I'm going to go over here and show you guys. But this is what they look like. I don't know if you guys saw this. That's what they look like coming out. I don't know if you guys saw this. And that is awesome. They're going to be really good. So I'm going to show you guys that to you one more time. So I'll come back over and review there you go. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Review how to do this thing right here. And we will show you how it's actually comes up. Oh, no, it's not comes up. It's all good. All right. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Love y'all. See y'all then. And have a great rest of your week, everybody.